What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again. Speculation on LeBron about the conspiracies and all that stuff. That's not what I'm here to do, okay? Because I know that people are already having their mind, okay, well, how did he do this and how did he do that? Look, people are going to get suspicious and everything, but I'm here to talk about the whole process in general. I agree with what LeBron is saying, man. I'm telling you, man, all of this protocols when it comes to the NFL and the NBA, it is absurd. You know what I'm saying? Now the man took 8 tests, okay? So for people out here that's got their suspicions and stuff like that, it can't be that at a heightened level to say, oh, okay, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. However, I can understand where some people are coming from too, in reference to the Chris Paul CP3 things, where he was out for X amount of games, but then he comes back 23 and 11. And everybody's body is different too, also. We also have to realize that too. And the NBA is not going to do anything or the NFL are not going to put anybody out there to cause any risky factors. Uh, we also have to understand too that when it comes to everybody's body, one person might be asymptomatic and another person might feel a type of way. That's just what I was just talking about with the case with Amari Cooper when he made the reference about Michael Jordan and everything. Now, we also have some other players who I reported on just a little while ago about LaMelo and the Charlotte Hornets and stuff like that. And which leads me to another thing that I need to talk about. Now, we know the situation that's went on with Antonio Brown. Okay, many people are like, why would you do that? Da, 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 all this other stuff. Look, me myself personally, if I whether I did or didn't, if I didn't, I couldn't blame AB how can you not blame AB because of all the stuff and that you have to go through? Now, me myself personally, I'm not going to do that. I do believe in doing it, doing it the right way, how you supposed to do it, following the protocols and stuff like that. But it's like, dang, you got to go through this, you got to go through that, stuff like that, so you can understand why a person like LeBron is extremely frustrated in this instance. You know, these guys already have to deal with enough in terms of the media, in terms of practices, in terms of playing and stuff. So then now you got to worry about the stress of actually getting the boogeyman and also giving it to the people around you and stuff, and which is a whole nother stress in itself. So that's what everybody else is having to deal with too. And I think that it's not only LeBron that feels this way. I think all the other players feel this way too. And he has a right to feel frustration. Now, look, just because I said the man has a right to feel the way that he feel, it does not excuse the fact of, okay, he's back to playing quick and everything, and it doesn't excuse any type of, okay, kind of suspicions of, how do you get back fast. But I kind of, I agree with where he coming from, where he's saying, man, this is frustrating. You got to do this and you got to do that. I can understand exactly where he's coming from. You know, now they're doing everything that they can to keep everybody safe. I understand that, but the NFL and the NBA seems like they're really, they're doing everything they can to protect it. But some of the stuff that they're doing, I think it's a little. It can go a little bit too far, you know. So I can understand why LeBron is frustrated and angered by the situation, because then he's having to be in isolation and stuff like that. It's a big ordeal, you know. And for some people that really don't believe in what's taking place right now, they might have a different feeling in terms of what they think about, the seriousness of this and everything. Some people might be on point with LeBron and how he's feeling, you know. Like for instance, okay, I have multiple family members that feel the same way, that how LeBron is feeling. We got to go through this, got to go through that. But then you have other family members. What's up with it, Scrub Zero? I see you in the building. You have other people that are like, okay, shh, we need to do everything necessary. That means I'm gonna get myself jabbed up. I'm gonna get everybody else around me jabbed up. And if you're not jabbed up, then you stay away from me. And there's people that feel that way. And you gotta respect their decisions, where the thing that gets me though is when you try to make a person feel guilty for not doing this and not doing that. Now that I don't believe in, and I've said that before. But I agree with LeBron, man. I know it's frustrating and stuff. Um, we'll have to see how this situation plays out in terms of LaMelo, because we have that situation that's going on with LaMelo and the other players that are involved. We have to look at how that situation is actually going to play out. And some people are going to raise their eyebrows if LaMelo is out for 10 games or something like that, you know, and they're going to be like, wow, I already know it's coming, because they already are talking about the situation that happened, with Chris Paul and everything. And that was one of the things that, I looked at too, you know, and a lot of these guys out, even with, Joel Embiid and some of the guys on the Sixers team, and other teams as well. So I can understand, and I could understand where LeBron is coming from. Sorry about that, y'all. Taking care of something, but you know, I just, I think everybody is exhausted with this. I think we're all exhausted with this. On one end, you have people, the sooner you could do this, jabbed up all this other stuff, the sooner we could get back to normal life. Okay, well, we got people doing it, and it seems like, okay, well, now what's the next solution that you have? So now everybody's in a tirade, in an emotional tirade with on both ends. You understand what I'm saying? And it's making sports, it's having an impact on sports too. Because think about it, your main player is out, and guess what? You might have been at the top of the conference, or top of your division, whatever you want to call it, whether football, basketball. Your main player is out, then guess what? Then you drop, or you're not. Y'all don't have the because you have to go out there and then you got to reestablish chemistry, especially with the guys like a second unit or backups and stuff that normally don't play. And that's what Charlotte is getting ready to experience. Much like, I mean, the Lakers were pretty much, they were already kind of having their struggles anyways. But then you begin to wonder, okay, is there a master plan behind this for guys getting out and stuff like that, just so that one team can be in there and they can talk about that team? Is that their master plan? Is that what people want to see? Because now we see the rivalry brewing between Phoenix Suns and as well as the Golden State Warriors. What's up, Aries? Beautiful. I see you in the building. Salute to you. Now we have to wonder. Okay, are those? Are they upset about the onlookers about the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns? And let me say this too: the NBA has money invested in the Warriors too as well. I don't think they've invested as much in the Suns, but the Suns are starting to really break down a barricade, so to speak. I feel like the Suns are like really like, you know what? Nah, if we they're kind of like the bad boy Pistons. We're gonna have to come and take it. What's up with the Aiden propaganda? How do you feel about CP3 in the fourth last night? Uh, CP3, man, it was more about the Suns really coming in and not playing with the quite the same. And it was still a good game, but I think what we really shouldn't be talking about CP3. You should be talking about the defense that and got to give it up to how Draymond played, and they said that they weren't going to do it. Now, what's his name had his struggles too. Uh, who was it that was struggling? They were struggling from the outside. CP when we talk about Phoenix. Hold on. Go back in the room. Okay. Go back in the room. Sorry, y'all. They struggled too from the outside. And I think that Golden State Warriors, they were able to bounce back. Looney had a better game. Looney needed to play better. They're gonna need Looney to play better if they want to have a shot. I mean, if they want to continue their progression and stuff. Uh, I know y'all want to actually hear what I'm saying. Like for instance, okay, let's just take a look at this and let's put it in perspective. The Suns shot 36.4% from 3-pointer, which is that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But the Warriors shot 48.7. Okay, the Suns shot 38.3% from field goal range, normal field goal range, right? Golden State was at 48.9. So Golden State outshot them from a better percentage on free throws, field goals, and 3-pointers, and they out rebounded them, and they defended better than them, and they killed them with the points in the paint. So when you have a thing like that, you said, but in terms of moving the ball around in the fourth, you could tell had no sense of urgency really. Down 15, not pushing the pace or anything like that, not looking for to beat the full court defense. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's definitely not true. As a matter of fact, he got hit in the temple by Gary Payton the second. And you got to realize how. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna talk about CP3, you gotta talk about Payne and some of the other guys. Then on top of that, you got to realize that you know they were playing shorthanded too, Aiden. So you have to take that into consideration. They're not going to get away with that all the time. D Book is well needed. Don't get it twisted. They're a well-oiled machine, and they're all good and everything. But let's not act like D Book is not having a sensational year. They need D Book. But I think the Warriors see that's where they come. And on top of that, they're Oracle, and they're able to adjust. That's one of the things that you have to respect about the Warriors team. They're able to make adjustments, and they can adjust on the fly. It's that's what they're doing is similar to a playoff battle. But no, CP3, I felt like he controlled the tempo well throughout the whole game. He managed the game well throughout the two games that they played. You got to understand. I mean, even though in 32 minutes, you know what I'm saying, the stats aren't going to jump out to you, but it was more about what the Warriors did and the Suns didn't do. And the main thing that they didn't do, they didn't shoot well from the outside. But you got to think about it. They only had like two people that were in. The Suns had four guys in double figures, right? Guess how many the Phoenix the Warriors had? They had six guys. No, well, they had five guys in double figures, but in big double figures. Peyton the second had 19. Poole had 14. Toscano Anderson had 17. Of course, Curry put up a dub, and then Wiggins had 19. And Draymond Green, he did his thing on Aiden. He played solid defense on Aiden in some places. Now Aiden still had 23, but he still did a solid job on him. He did a better job than he did that night. So y'all let me know what you think. Hey, you might disagree. I can understand that. I'm not mad at anybody that disagrees with me or think I'm capping. Not tripping at all. You know what I'm saying? But that's from what I saw. But like Golden State, Phoenix is gonna make adjustment too, and they'll be able to adjust to whatever is given to them. So y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments, like this video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications. Until then, this Polo Sports Talking Entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.